become so big that it disrupts some of the things that you guys have accomplished coming into today?
I think you just got to move on, understand the mistakes, go back, watch the film. I think the bye week's going to help. Get time to get everything together, get our legs back underneath us, and get ready for Michigan.
Christian, how are you feeling physically and mentally?
I feel fine. A lot of us are feeling fine. We just gotta go out and execute. That's what it comes down to. And we gotta get better though.
What were the emotions like in the locker room?
I think they'd be like any loss. You're a little frustrated. A couple blocks here, a couple catches, a couple good throws. You just gotta again go back to the film room and get ready for next week.
Was it tough to get back at it, Christian, after the collision on the sideline with their player, and you see him down for a while like that? I mean, kind of a scary sight to see.
Yeah, I felt terrible for what happened. I mean, it's part of the game. It's it's football, but I think you got to be able to bounce back and continue to operate at the same level after something like that happens.
You talked about being frustrated, and obviously that's part of the game. You and Bill had a little confrontation a little bit on the sideline. Was that just part of the game and part of the emotion on both your parts?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. Bill and I expect the best out of each other, and that's why I love having him as a teammate. And I think that's just one of those things. We're fine. There's absolutely nothing held against that, but it's the emotions in the game, and again, expecting the best out of each other.
Is that kind of thing good for a team? Because if you're not getting at each other, that might show a lack of passion.
Yeah, I think that shows the type of kids we have here. We hold each other to a higher standard, each and every guy. So I think that was just an example of that.
When you're in a game and there were a couple what you would think might be game-changing plays, Mike Hull's hit on the big field goal, Amos's interception, and you're not able to build on that, how do you make sure that just doesn't kind of layer on itself as the game continues to go on, that the frustration's there?
Yeah, you just gotta keep fighting through, keep battling through. We've played in games like that where the ball hasn't necessarily been rolling our way, and then we've had guys step up and make great plays. And I think we had moments of that today, but there wasn't enough of them.
Did you feel that you had enough chances? Northwestern made a few plays that the roughing the kicker, they missed some extra points.
Yeah, we definitely had enough chances. I think it just comes down to execution, and we didn't execute all of our plays. Our offensive staff put us in opportunities and put us in situations where we could execute, and we just didn't do it at times.
With the heat, is there a moisture issue at all at points, or with the ball coming out of your hand every play? It seemed like a little inconsistent on that. Was there an issue with that?
I didn't notice it. If you're talking about it not spiraling, Peyton Manning's thrown a lot of footballs that haven't spiraled that are completed. So, I think there's just a couple things that we just need to get better at.
Angela was talking a little bit before about when you get hit, the offensive line takes it personally, and there's like a sinking feeling in the pit of their stomachs. Do you ever talk to them during the game when that's going on to kind of raise their spirits? What's that like during the game, communication?
Yeah, they got to keep fighting. It's a process, and they know that. We know that. I know that. And, there's absolutely nothing personal from my end to them. I know that they're working just as hard as any one of us at getting better, and they've gotten a lot better. They're making strides, and we're going to continue to build on that.
Do you ever, though, feel like maybe sometimes you have to do everything, not even do too much, but just do everything? Does that weigh on you at all?
No, I just got to go out and do my part and execute. That's it's part of the game. It's part of what this team's made up of, and just got to go out and do my part and execute.
After all the hits you took today, how do you feel physically?
I feel fine. I get this bye week. We'll be ready to go.
Christian, this seems like kind of the first bump along the road that James Franklin's had since he's come to coach here. He said multiple times in the post-game press conference that we will fix this, we will fix this. What's the approach going to be like for you as players in the next weeks?
We're 4-1. We didn't necessarily play our best football today, so we just got to continue to try and reach that goal of our best football. And we have a few more opportunities here coming up, so we're excited about that.
Christian, what do you think you could have done better today?
I think I missed a couple throws, left them on the field. Those hurt a lot. You gotta be able to make those, and I feel like I could have rallied the troops a little more there towards the end and get them going. So.
What do you mean? I'm sorry. What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that?
Yeah, I could have rallied him more.
Yeah, I mean, I think I just could have done my part more in terms of executing and doing that type of thing towards the end there.
I'm sorry, Christian. How tough is it though to get an offense going when you don't have a consistent running game? Because that seems to have kind of been the big part of a few games this year.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. We just got to keep going from there, and we got to understand what our identities are, what we do well, and we got to do what we do well very well. to be able to be successful, and I think that's what every team's out there looking for, trying to find what they do well and being able to execute it consistently. And I think that we still got to continue to build on that and continue to get better at that.
Coach said he wasn't sure that he had the team ready to play today. Did you feel that there was maybe a lack of something?
No, I mean, I think we just didn't come out as a team and play to the best of our ability to begin the game, and that's always tough to be able to bounce back from that. And we'll get better. We have another week here again with the bye week coming up. We'll get better, and we're going to try to eliminate that.
Can you talk about the importance of leadership at a point like this, coming off a tough game with a bye? As a team captain, I mean, how important is that?
Yeah, I think that's huge. Get a lot more time to get in the film room, prepare for Michigan, and learn from this game. So I think that's huge for us. And we're going to come together. We're a tight knit group. We always are together. So I think just gives us something to work at and work more towards.
Does this loss feel any different than any loss you guys had last year?
I mean, every loss hurts a lot, and ultimately we prepare each week and we put all our effort towards winning and preparing to the best of our ability. And when we're not able to go out and do that, it always leaves a void. So I wouldn't say that any loss feels worse than another. They all suck.
Last question. Coach said the bye week could not come at a better time. So what are you going to do at that time?
I think we're gonna, again, like I said, get in the film room. Focus on what we need to do to get better, and see where we can go from there. Get as prepared as we can for Michigan to go out and execute to the best of our ability.
Thanks, Christian.
Thanks, guys.